Well, welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead. We're glad you're back, and if this is your first time to our channel, we're so glad you're here. So we just got out of the garden.
It's wet.
Yeah, everything's wet. We got a bucket full of cucumbers, and we got some, not a lot. This is our first picking of green beans. So we're going to sit here and Snapchat with you a little bit, right?
Yeah, on the porch.
On the back porch. There should be more of this going on, shouldn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of all these. I remember doing this with my grandma.
Yep.
Do you?
Yep.
I do too. And my mom too,
Yep.
some, but not as much. I just remember a lot of it with my grandma. But yeah, if more kids did this and had gardens and less video games, the world would probably be a better place. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. Cell phones.
We won't even get on that subject with cell phones
That'll
and
be
kids.
the end of us all, probably.
Yeah, adults too. I don't know why I said just kids. It's adults too. But they've made it where you have to do everything with cell phones. Everything.
Yep.
I had when I worked in the kitchen, I had a kid come. I think I told you about this. A kid come up to me and say, "Do you know what such and such is on a video game?" He was talking about video games, and he was just so happy because he had passed a level or something. And I was like, "I don't do video games." And he just was like, "You don't do video games?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I don't do them." And I said, so he just thought that was the end of the world. So I said, "Do you ever go outside? Do you go outside and play?" He's like,
allergic to mud.
Probably allergic to mud, yes, and sun and everything else. And, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. These kids need sun. They need mud. They need dirt. They need bacteria. They need everything. They need all this stuff, and they're just slowly but surely, it's just going away. They're not.
Sure has changed since we was kids.
Or even since we raised our kids, it's changed.
Yeah, we didn't have video games.
No.
Didn't have cell phones.
No, we didn't. Now, we did. I remember we did get our kids. We were just as guilty back then. We got our kids. But we still, and here's the difference, I think. They wanted to go outside. The video game thing was a thing they did before they went to bed. And it wasn't like these ones are today. With all the you know, violence, we'll just say. And all the other content that they put in these video games. It wasn't like that. It was like Mario and, you know, different things. But not that that was any better, really, because it still is just taking their attention and their focus off of what's really important in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm just saying probably need to teach our kids that they priorities, you know, and let it be more of a, what am I thinking of? If you're, you know, you get your stuff done and everything, and we'll give you 30 minutes on it. I'm sure some parents do that, but I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff on them phones and them computers that are no good.
I don't like how them phones, when you're talking about something, the next thing you know, it starts throwing all these things up at you.
That you've talked about.
What you talked about.
Not even, you didn't Google it. You just talked about it. It's all this AI stuff. I think it's not, no privacy and all this AI stuff. And
When I get home, I usually leave that phone sitting on the table. I don't even look at it.
I know
once every now and again.
We really, well, you don't even take yours in the bedroom. I do.
Yep.
Because that's the time that I have to actually get on there and maybe answer you all or whatever, use it for that sort of deal thing. Sometimes I'll listen to my Bible app. There's a honeybee on the phone.
Yep.
And, but we really shouldn't even take him to bed because I don't think they're good. I don't think they're good to be there in the bedroom with you while you're sleeping.
I don't think they're good to carry on you, neither.
I don't either. And I am really bad about putting them in my back pocket, putting it in my back pocket. And I don't think that's good. I shouldn't do it at all. I even bought those bags. What are them bags called? I bought one of them bags to put my phone in at nighttime. And then if there was an EMP or something, it wouldn't take out your phone. You'd still have a way, but probably everybody else's would be out, so why would you need one? But I did buy one of those one time, but I have not used it but once. I used it one time, and that was it. I'm mad about that. I think you're right. I think I'm going to have a bunch to can here.
Yeah, you're going to.
I still have beans on the shelf from last year. We'll eat them first. Lord willing. We're here to do it, and if we're not, somebody else can eat them, right?
You may end up making pickles too.
Yeah, well, not today because I'll have to put my pickles in the lime. I got to make sure I got the lime. And we didn't grow jalapenos this year, and all my jalapenos are in jars. So I got to figure that
one. Down there and see what the Mennonites got.
We could. It's Saturday. We could.
We've got a Mennonite community next to us.
Yeah, they usually
old order. Man, them guys work.
They do. It puts us to shame. I always thought we worked pretty hard, but no. I probably, if I went and sat with them women, I probably wouldn't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
No way. Probably couldn't keep up with the 80-year-old women. It'd be fun, though. It'd sure be fun to go sit with them in their kitchen. Even their kids, If we could just take some of their, what's the word I'm looking for? Ways of doing stuff. I don't know. Even with the kids and stuff. I don't know why. I'm just always thinking about the kids. I guess because, we're getting closer to time. Well, we're all closer to time of leaving, but we've lived a long life and I'm thankful for it. But I always think of them kids, what. And I know there's no perfect parent. Who was I talking to about this the other day? I think my mom. No perfect parent, no perfect kid, no perfect grandparents. I think I threw my beans in the wrong bucket.
You're not supposed to do that.
I know.
I see another one in there.
No, it's no good, I don't think. Is it? Okay, that's the other one that was good. Sorry. I'm trying to multitask. You know how. I don't do that very well anymore. But anyways, I'm always thinking of them kids.
Because you're around kids all the time, probably.
Well, maybe, but I mean, even our we still have a few small grandkids or younger grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
The other we got two that's grown, but still got some small ones, and their parents do a good job raising them. But And I'm not saying it. I mean, they have mistakes too. I'm sure we all do. They make mistakes too. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we could just keep these kids focused on the things that really matter instead of all this technology. And then I hear, well, that's where the world's going. Well, that don't mean
That's
that
already there.
that don't mean we have to, I mean, there are certain things that we have to do. I get it. There's certain things. They're getting to where you can't even pay a bill hardly. My mom was talking about that the other day on the phone. She can't. They want to take it automatically, take it out of her account. They want, they don't want her mailing it in. They don't, and all that's going to go away. And I know, but I still think, man, if I don't know.
Oh man, my back bent over.
Well, you were bent over in the garden. I was sitting on a crate.
Yeah.
That's hard on you to bend over like that. Now, see, this is the kind of Snapchat these kids should have right here.
Snapchat? No. Bean
Snapchat.
snapping.
Snapchat. They have
Sit down
Snapchat
over
on
in
the
that
computer.
chair, boy, and snap them beans.
And listen to what I got to say because it'll help you in the long run.
I don't remember our boys ever helping snap beans.
We didn't ever have any beans until right at the end, toward the end, before we moved out here.
I had a couple gardens in town.
We had a couple, but I mean, we didn't have. Yes, but I mean, that was like I said, we were young too back then, and they were a little older when we had gardens. They were like wanting to go run around with, they were maybe even driving. I don't remember.
Had them grandbabies doing it though.
We did. I think every grandkid.
We got one that just wants to go in the garden and pick stuff all the time.
Yes, Eli.
Eli.
He loves to garden, or he did. I don't know. I think he still does. And them two, Lily and Bubby, before they grew up and got busy in life, they used to love to come out here and pick too, and help us do this on the back porch. I don't know how much they liked it, but they helped.
Yeah.
Something they'll always remember, I bet you. I don't know. By the time they have grandkids, there may not be such thing as a garden. You know?
Who knows? I think that greenhouse.
That's why it's important to save your seeds.
I think that greenhouse was one of the best things I ever did.
I think you're right. No, it's not one of the best things.
I mean, garden wise.
Yeah, I think so too.
Man, we grew a lot of good stuff in there.
But our garden turned out really good this year. And the only difference we could think of was, well, we moved things around a little bit, but the only difference we could think of was that we got it out late, y'all.
And all the rain.
And we did have a lot of rain. Well, not as
even after we got it put out, we still had a lot of rain.
We still had some rain, yeah.
But that's why we was out late.
But I've heard so many people, oh, the tomatoes are doing no good, and this is doing no good, and that. I don't know. We might have did good this year by putting it out late.
No, cucumbers are doing good.
Yes.
Last year we didn't get nothing out of cucumber plant. Getting some good peppers too.
Yes.
That greenhouse grows some peppers like y'all would not believe.
Well, it grew good jalapeno peppers, remember?
Grew good cabbage too.
Yep.
Carrots?
Yep.
Still got carrots in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go. That greenhouse. I don't know what it is about that, but that's a necessity, I think, for a homestead. And we could get off on that subject too of the stuff in the air, but we won't. But I don't know. Stuff grows really good in there.
Yep. That dirt. Two of them beds, they will grow better next year. That dirt will have a little age to it then.
Yeah.
Seems like it grows better after the second year.
Mm-hmm.
You sure are missing an awful lot of them.
Well, it's trash. I'll just sweep it up when it's the ends, and I'm not hitting the bucket. It's okay. It's okay.
I think you might have a pretty good bowl of beans.
Me too. I might put these in pints this year. I usually do them in quarts, but I think I'm going to do them just like I do the corn. And I'm going to can all of our corn this year, Lord willing. And I'm going to put them in pints, and I think I'm going to do the same way with these instead of quarts. I have so many pint jars too. So, and it's just us most of the time, unless the grandkids come out, and then I can open two jars if we need it.
Some more beans in there?
Hey Tim, you pay attention to what you're doing, and I'm doing my thing. Oh, I might have. Stop. What? Oh, look what I just did. I just threw those in there. It's okay. Stop. Okay, it's because I'm talking and doing this at the same time. Yeah, I think maybe you threw some of those in. I think maybe, huh?
You just threw some more in there.
No, I didn't. I threw the ends. End, bean. And then you can always get into little fusses like we do over the.
Waste not, want not.
I think they know I don't like the waste. It's just the whole look. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. They all know that I used to work for 911 for 10 years or better. And I also work, well.
Oh, I just did one of your deals.
Oh. Well, anyways, it's okay.
Well, I'm going to dig them out.
But, well, I usually look through that before we quit anyway. But I could dispatch fire law, EMS, be on a 911 call. I can do all this stuff at one time. Never missed a lick. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's how it was. That's how you're taught to do it, and that's how I did it, and that's how it was. And now I can't hardly walk and chew gum. So now you tell me. Why?
You're just getting old.
Oh, yeah, we are.
No, I'm not.
You are. We are. Hey, I'm okay. You know, my body don't feel okay. What was that meme you showed me the other day about your body and getting old? Or your mind thinks what was that?
My body don't mind getting old. Or, I don't mind getting old, but my body's having a hissy fit.
Yes. And what do you tell me all the time?
I don't know. I tell you a lot of things.
I know you do. You always say, getting old isn't for wimps. And what do I say?
I'm a wimp.
I'm a wimp. I'm a wimp. Oh, you better check those. Because, see, I threw a bean this big because it had a big bite in it. So you might have been getting them that I was throwing in that had bites.
I've seen them in there.
Okay. Well, we just got a few more to go. You reckon we ought to get off here?
Probably.
We're going to be done. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to town because I don't think I have any lime for my pickles. And I like to sit them in lime for 24 hours.
Better figure out what else you got to have.
In ice water. I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit before we go to town. I'm looking pretty homely. I'm gonna need probably some, and we're gonna have to go to the Mennonites. Well, all right then. We're gonna go ahead and get off of here and get the rest of this done. And we don't have far to go, and then we're gonna run the store. Hey, it was good Snapchatting with y'all. I wish you was here to do this with us on the back porch. That'd even make it better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
make it faster.
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Okay. Well, we love y'all, and Lord willing, we'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully, we'll have more for you.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah.
And don't get overheated. It's gonna warm up again.
Well, yeah, it is here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we love you guys. Talk
Bye.
to you later.